Today is the 30th of April, and here at the show, it's my third session, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, good luck.
Kind of retail stuff before, so it's the first. So he just wants some interview prep.
Okay, yeah. So, really interview prep for the new role.
For his interview today, yeah. Okay. So selling yourself. Obviously, we've worked with this company before. Sometimes he has taken on people who haven't had experience before, so he just needs people who are good talkers, confident, able to sell themselves, money motivated, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Fine. Hello, Thomas.
Hello, hi there.
Hi there. So, do you have your CV with you?
No, I haven't.
You don't have your CV?
Yeah, I was going to print it off, but she said to me, he just...
Okay, no problem. So I'll just tell you a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
My name is Ali, and I'm actually a volunteer here. I volunteer by helping people who are looking for work, job seekers, try and find that job.
Yeah.
I work at Heathrow Airport. I manage one of the big shops there, and I've got a long experience of interviewing people, of going to interviews, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll see what I can help you with, and I'll see how I can help you. When was the last time you worked?
1 year and 18 months ago, around 18 months ago.
Okay, and what were you doing?
An accountant, yeah.
Accountant?
Accounting, yeah.
1 year ago, okay. And so you've been looking for work for the last year,
Yeah.
I guess?
And a half, yeah.
Looking for work last year and a half. And have you been to any interviews during that time?
Yes, I've been, yeah.
How many?
Oh, probably, I don't know, 10, 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been to about 10 to 15 interviews in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
So, how did that go?
It didn't go well.
It didn't go well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get,
You didn't get it?
I didn't get the job.
Okay. The job you were doing last, you were working as an accountant?
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
For 2 years.
Okay. And how did you get that job?
I got it through a friend, actually.
Okay.
Networking.
Did you ever get a job through going to an interview?
No, all my jobs.
I see. How many?
By not just 2-3 jobs, just by.
Okay. Okay.
Someone.
So you've never got a job through going to an interview?
No.
Interesting.
Okay, of course, always the job I used to do is just like shops and everything, so you don't need that big.
Did you ever get a job through going to an interview? Any job?
No, I would say yes, but a friend of mine told the manager, this guy is working.
It's a recommendation.
Kind of recommendation.
Right. Yeah. But you did not physically go there and make your own contact with people.
No.
And so I understand. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah. Exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's interesting. Okay. And have you always lived in this country?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last 10 years.
Last 10 years.
I came from Eritrea.
I see. Okay. Well, I come from Somalia, so we're neighbors.
Yeah.
We're neighbors.
Yeah,
So that's good.
yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So why do you think you didn't get the jobs that you applied for?
Probably, I don't know, confidence could be, or it could be, especially the accounting job.
Okay.
I finished my accounting and finance degree in University of East London.
Okay.
And I think they might looking for proper experience
Okay.
for accountant.
Okay.
It was not easy at all. I've been applying, I've been sending my CVs, I don't know, say almost every day, 3 times, 4 times a week.
It would be great.
But
Yeah.
I don't
Go
know,
ahead.
even when they see the CV, they don't even reply. They say, okay, your CV has been received and that's it.
Okay.
And I really wanted to work at this field.
Okay. It's really, really important that we actually have a look at your CV. Okay?
Yeah.
It's really, really important.
Yeah.
So at some point,
Yeah,
at some
I'm gonna
stage,
print it off, yeah.
you'll have to print it because by looking at the CV, I'm so sorry. Let me put my phone off. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me just put it somewhere. Okay, so I was just saying that it's important to look through the CV because normally there's you might identify a number of issues within the CV.
Yeah, exactly.
For example, gaps in there. For example, the sort of jobs that you've done previously versus the sort of job that you want to do now.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of what they call a schism there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's important to look at it.
Yeah, exactly. I will bring it. Yeah.
On the other hand, what you're saying to me is, I suspect your CV is not too bad because you are getting the you've been to interviews.
Yeah, I have it done by professionals.
Okay.
You know.
There you go.
That's because I paid him £50.
Right.
Yeah, just to get the CV ready.
Right. So it cannot be in too much of a bad shape. The fact that you're getting the interviews is a proof that, okay, they're looking at your CV and saying, okay, we'll give this guy a shot. And then when you turn about the interviews, then that's where things are falling.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you say that's the case?
Yeah.
Okay. And therefore, from that, you understand that it must be the way you conduct yourself through the interview.
Could be confidence. So.
Could well be that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a common case, actually. It's not just you. Apparently, one of the big fears that people have is presentation like to a public or like in the gathering of an interview, for example. It's a similar sort of thing.
It's difficult.
It's a fear.
I don't know, especially as a foreigner, there is a language barrier. I don't know, and even in back home, when we go to school, we didn't have this all presentation skills, face-to-face talk.
Yes.
You have to compose yourself.
That's right.
I think this is the common problem.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Yeah. However, I would say to you, the language is not a problem for you. I've spoke to many people in this place and other places, and my God, their language is level 0. Yeah. You are proficient. So this is a mental obstacle. It's not an actual obstacle. I mean, I wasn't born here. I've also I've come here as an immigrant, as a refugee. Just like most people are here, and I'd say my English and yours are the same, pretty much. I wouldn't say my English is any better than you. So you need to kind of to
cross this barrier.
You could easily qualify as an English teacher, easily from just having spoken to you the last few minutes. So I wouldn't say that's absolutely not a problem. Absolutely not a problem. It's only a problem if you make it an obstacle for yourself. It's okay to have an accent. As long as you speak English well, it's not a problem. Yeah. And obviously you speak it so well that you finish a degree in this country.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So I think we're not going to dwell on that too much. Yeah. With regard to your confidence, it's a common thing. People from any background could have confidence issues, and it's got many different reasons, many different causes. Yeah, and so it's not really my specialty to get into that. What I can say to you is what we're going to do today is we can practice doing some interviews, mock skills. Just a bit of background for myself. Yeah. I've probably worked in maybe 20 different jobs in this country, 20 different jobs, and all those ones I got through through interviews. All those jobs, one time somebody recommended it to someone else. So 19 times of these cases, I actually got through them through interview. So we can say I'm the total opposite to you.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Yeah.
Different, because I can see that the way when you conduct yourself, present yourself, is like very professional. Especially confidence as well. You have very high confidence. You are very confident.
I wouldn't say that. I would say to you that it's just a self-awareness. It's that I'm not somebody who posts this to people and all that. But I understand the reality of people. Everybody's got their own issues. No one is perfect. So you just try and do your best. And you should not try. My understanding is you should not try and make yourself something that you're not.
Yeah.
That you're not. If you go to an interview and you be yourself, yeah, and you understand that this other person is another human being, just like you, yeah, then you will have a communication through a subconscious level. You know what I mean? You could have that's because if you go there and think, this person, they're interviewing me, you already,
already you are lost when you get there.
Yeah.
Even if you read a lot of things, I'm gonna answer this.
Yeah.
Then when you see them, I don't know, when they ask you, you just
when people meet each other, they form impressions of each other, as you know. And now that I've met you and I've spoken to you, to me, you form. If I had a job, I'd give you the job, because
that's what I ask. If you give me that little bit chance,
I
know I can get it done.
Sure.
from everything, especially when it comes to accountancy. There's a trust, there is a reliability, the timing, everything. But it's difficult to get the small chance to get to the start.
Okay, it's their loss. It's their loss, because at the end of the day, if they cannot distinguish the person from the situation, it's a problem. I mean, if you put a person in a situation, they behave in a particular manner, but if you talk to them in a different situation, they'll be a totally different person.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the real person, not this person.
I know. If I meet them in different place, for example,
yeah,
not in interview, I think we would have a greater friendship or relationship with anyone. But when you come to that place in that interview, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm listening to you, and I'm also thinking what next step we could take. So
now I have today this sales job.
Okay.
Interview 4:30 at Rent Card, because I don't know this company actually. I was just.
What doing sales? What sort of sales?
Insurance.
Insurance sales.
Yeah, for properties and.
Do you have any experience in this?
No. No.
Okay.
I just never even thought of it because this selling thing, but I have to go for it.
Well, the thing is, going to interviews itself is a skill, and by going to more interviews, you kind of build yourself up. A bit like going to gym. By doing weights, you actually get stronger. So by going interviews, you actually get more skill at the interviews. By reading more, you become a better reader, for example. So I would say to you, fine, you don't have an experience in this insurance field, go for it, of course, because it's a practice session for you. It's a practice session for you. Look at it from the point of view of, I'm going to get out whatever I can. Like, what can I work on? For example, like one of the things they focus on in interviews is eye contact, and you've got a perfect eye contact. Right? There are people who cannot look at you in the eye. They'll be going this way, they'll be going this way, they'll be going like this. All this is a body language indication of low self-confidence, low self-esteem. Clearly, you don't have that. You are very comfortable looking at the person right in the eye. That's one of the key things. And your body language, the way you posture yourself, that's all fine. You seem very comfortable, very easy. They look at all these little things. Yeah. Okay.
I'm shaky, I don't know, inside me,
Well,
you feel like,
yeah. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you feel from inside, because people can only form, like, I don't know what you're thinking, and I don't really care, because all I care about is just what I'm getting from you, what communication I'm getting from you from the outside. Just like, you don't really care what I really am thinking from the inside. Yeah. All you can understand from me is what's coming out from me here. And the other person is the same. Yeah. And everybody's the same.
Exactly.
So, we all kind of put a little bit of an image for ourselves. Yeah. I might be feeling nervous, you never know, from inside my heart. You never know. But I don't care about that, because I'm disconnecting myself, and I'm just, doing a job. And I have to, you know what I mean? And then by doing that, you actually quieten that part, and you just focus.
Not ignoring anything, yeah.
Correct. It's just a business. It's just a professional,
Yeah, exactly. Selling a business,
yeah. So very good. Congratulations for the interview.
Thank you very much.
You go there, and you'll be fine. You'll do fine. So this is good. I mean, I'm just giving you the feedback now. Your body language seems very good. You came in, you had a good eye contact. We shook hands well. So trust me. What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas. There are many people who don't have this, and I can tell you from having met many people.
Yeah, from your experience.
Yeah, there are many people who just don't have this. So you've already put yourself way ahead. Different category, people who don't have that. So your body language is excellent, I would say, and I just, just be aware of that. It's a tick for you. Your language, it's only a barrier if you make it a barrier.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, negativity too much. Yeah. I know you are right. Yeah, you are right. You are really right. Yeah. I'm underestimating myself. I don't know, for some reason. Anyways, I'm just.
So the language is not a problem.
Yeah.
Um, this is all key indications: body language, physical, verbal language. With regard to um, they look at your CV and they see the fact that you've been out of work for a year and a half.
Yeah.
You see?
That's another problem.
You see? Because they, what they don't know you, what do they go about? They go about what they see from you and what they see on paper. That's their frame of reference. Year and a half? You don't look disabled to me, you mentally or physically. You seem like a regular person, regular guy. Why? How come you didn't get a job for a year and a half? That's a question they have in their mind. There's a question mark there. So you have to know this as you do, but just hear it from another person. Because if I get that impression, for sure they will get that impression. Would they not? So the question is, what can we do against that? What can be done? Yeah? What can be done? Do you have children?
No, I don't have.
Because one of the things I was going to say is, common ploy is people say, oh, I was looking after my children for that year and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
it's
a ploy.
Yeah, it is a good. I like it actually. Yeah.
It's a story because you have to fill that gap somehow. What were you doing during that year and a half? That's what they will ask. So if they ask you, so Thomas, I can see from your CV that you've been out of work for a year and a half. What were you doing during that period? What were you doing during that period? What did you do during the last year and a half? This is me, the interviewer now. Forget about me, the advisor. I'm the interviewer now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm the interviewer now. Okay?
Yeah.
So, okay, Thomas, I'll sit here. You stay there, I'll sit here. Okay, Thomas, I'm having a look at your CV now, and obviously I can see that you've been out of work for the best part of a year and a half. What did you do? What were you doing during that period?
Since I left my last job, I've been looking for jobs and applying, but I found it difficult to get a job.
So you've been looking for work for the last year and a half?
Yeah, I've been looking very hardly actually. I've been sending CVs every day, almost every day. But it's, I think, because of the economical situation or because of the other things, I couldn't get a job.
Okay.
Especially accounting and finance, this sector has been it has been losing its beauty. Actually, it's declining because of the economic credit crunch. That's why I found it difficult
Okay.
to get a job.
I see. So you're blaming the current economic situation for you not getting a job?
Yeah.
Okay. You do know that the economy is picking up at the moment?
Yeah.
Especially in the area that you've mentioned,
Yeah.
accountants and finance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Picking up now, yeah.
I think the growth rate in the last quarter was quite good, and the forecast in the future is looking...
It's bright, yeah, it looks bright, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Thomas, if your primary focus is to... clearly you've worked in accounts before, so you've got experience as an accountant.
Yeah.
And your qualification is an accountant. May I ask, why did you leave your last job?
Because the company moved to Africa actually. It was a company organizing conferences. So they moved to East Africa, to Kenya. It's called a Presscon company.
I see.
Yeah. So I couldn't move with them to Africa due to some reasons.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Well, that's a legitimate reason. That's a legitimate reason. Company moved out of to Africa. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a little feedback. Obviously, that's a good answer, but you said to me here, for example, when I asked you what was the reason why you didn't get a job for the last year and a half? You said economical situation and other things. So the economical situation, I've already refuted it. You know, there's always a job if a person is the right person. If the person is the right person, there's always a job for them. So those interviews that you've been to, obviously some of them were to do with accountants, isn't it?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay, so they had the job. There was a job there. It's just you are not the right person for the job.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with the economy.
Yeah.
It's not the economy because
They have already
there is a job there.
The job, yeah.
There is a job there, and the job is there for the right person. So, you know, it's not the economy in this case. You see, that's not. I mean, that's that. It's not going to work. That answer. They can see right through it. Yeah. The other thing is you say other things. It begs the question: what does that mean?
Yeah.
You know, what does that mean? What does that? Unless you elaborate on it, what would you say those other things are? What would you say they are? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you might be thinking because I'm a foreigner, because I have an accent, blah blah blah. Maybe in the back of your mind you're thinking those things. Maybe.
They are giving me yeah, exactly.
Maybe because I have low self-esteem, personal. Maybe those are the other things that you are trying to hide in this all-encompassing world.
It is.
Correct?
Yeah. I'm not lying to you because we are
because
freely. Yeah.
I'm your friend. I'm not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
You know, there's no benefit in it for me, financial benefit. So, you know, because this way you can only get the benefit of feedback from someone who's on your side.
Yeah. I understand. Really understand. Yeah. You're right.
So, would you say it's a good idea to include those two phrases in there?
Not in
those. Yeah.
No.
It's best to leave them out.
Leave them out.
Yeah.
I think we need.
Because they're not going to enhance the situation. They will only arise more questions in their mind. Just like it did. It's best to try and keep the interview. There's a power structure here. There's the interviewer, obviously, and there's you. Okay? There's you. Okay? So you might think the power is this way. As in they are the ones who are. Right? Clearly, that's true. But actually it also goes this way. The communication goes this way. This is them. But you've got the power to also keep some power, some control over the situation. How? By focusing your energy from inside and from outside, steering the interview to your strong points. Strong points.
Yeah.
What would you say your strengths are?
My strengths would be working hard.
Yeah.
Punctuality.
Okay.
Reliability.
Are you a punctual person?
I am.
On time?
Yeah, on time. Yeah.
That's good.
Reliable. Trustworthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can work efficiently. Very efficient.
What does that mean? In your understanding?
To get the job done in a very limited resources.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can get my whatever job or tasks given me to get it done on time as well. Not only to get the job on time.
Mm-hmm.
Like effective in other words.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you say some of the challenges that you face are? Some of your challenges in life, in a professional manner.
Challenges.
Challenges is another word for,
Yeah.
let's say,
Problems?
things that you are. I say things that you can do work on.
Or what I can do.
There's no, probably,
probably my
something,
weakness kind of.
well, weakness, yeah, something that you can improve on.
I can improve on.
It's best to try and use the right language. What things do you think hold you back? I know
One thing is experience, I would say.
Experience.
Yeah.
Experience in professional experience.
Professional experience.
Clearly not life experience. May I ask your age?
Yeah, 38.
38. So obviously you are a mature individual.
Yeah.
So
life experience is too much for us, especially. But
yeah. It's just a professional experience.
Professional experience.
Okay. How long have you worked as an accountant? Just 2 years?
Just 2 years, yeah.
Just 2 years.
Yeah, in this small company actually.
What other jobs? What other sectors have you worked in? Accountancy and what else?
No. Retailing.
Retailing.
Like shops, like Boots and Tesco.
Okay.
Yeah, then I went to study. Then to university.
When you were studying, you were not working.
No.
Just studying.
Working. Yeah, I was studying full time. Yeah.
And when you worked for Boots and Tesco.
Tesco, yeah.
Both of them.
Just as a retailer, yeah.
What were you doing there? Just customer service.
Customer service.
Customer service.
Yeah. And the other one kind of night shift and Tesco's, shop floor.
I told you that I manage a shop, a retail shop.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And I can tell you, people misunderstand what retail is. Retail is a proper job. It's a real job.
Yeah, we think it's not a good job. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Do you know what skills are involved in a person who works in a retail? Like, what skills will a person use work in a retail? Do you know? I know you do, but on top of your mind, what will come off? For example, what do you need to work?
Communication.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see customers every day.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? I mean, when you see with customers, I mean, what does that include? Customer service, in your understanding, what does that include?
To give a good service to customers.
In what way?
In what way? Yeah, this is being polite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Customers are always right.
Mm-hmm.
You have to accept them.
So the right mindset. Yeah. Customers always right. Yeah.
Yeah. Customers
okay.
are always right. You have
okay.
to have this kind of mindset. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else? So, for example, if I give you a whole load of stuff to put on the shelves, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? Are you just gonna randomly go and put things out on the shelf?
No, you have to go, say, aisle, food and stuff. You have to look for gaps, and you have to organize how to, say, if you have got 5, 6 cages or 10 cages, how are you gonna sort them out easily? Because I used to put like 10, I was hard working. When I say I used to work hard, 10 cages, 15 cages a night, I used to fill the shop. Yeah, you have to make a plan actually.
So you are identifying logical way of doing things. It's not just random. You don't no. Then you get into big trouble. You identify the gaps. You identify so you are prioritizing. Would you like to get a cup of water?
Yes, please, yeah. Until then, shall I turn on the computer for the print my CV? Because it takes like 10 minutes.
Okay. No problem. I'm detail talented and multilingual accountant of professional and progressive responsible duties, gained over the course of career based on exceptional analytical and organizational skills with a strong background in all areas of accounting. I'm currently seeking a challenging and varied position that will enable me to capitalize on my knowledge and opportunities for personal and professional growth. Key skills: solid professional and in financial proficiency in financial planning and analysis, able to implement financial measurements leading to cost and performance improvement, experience working in proper team setting, experience at meeting strict deadlines, excellent presentation, communication, personal skills, IT skills, advanced user MS Excel, etc. Arabic, English, Eritrea, and Ethiopia. Organizational ability and agility. My daily work involves prioritizing. And I'm gonna write in this. Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna script on it. Involves prioritizing and organizing tasks. This way, I'm able to reduce my workload and increase capacity. Prioritizing, I'm able to focus on more important core issues that impact on projects. Okay, maintaining accuracy. Chief by planning tasks, working logically. Yeah, this is what I was referring to, assimilating feedback and thinking ahead. Okay, bachelor's division. Okay. Employment history. Assistant accountant 2009 until January 2000. That's talking about 3 months here. 3 months, and yeah, this is less than 3 years. 3 years. So, assistant accountant. Governance on the Tecle challenges, market transactions, bills, system for course details. This was your last job?
Yeah, because I'm going to adjust it actually, because I just want to make it, I want to make it like 18 months, that's why I came here, you know, to work the gap that I left the job.
Okay.
Just I want to make it 18 months, you know.
Because you say October 2009, so pretty much you were there 2010, 11 and 12. So 3 years and 4 months, isn't that what it is? If you say October 2009?
Yeah, this is a kind when I joined university at that time.
Okay, because you joined university in 2008. Oh, 11. Okay. So 2008.
That 2007 was pre-university, you know, like kind of college.
So, I mean, there's no gap here. So this one, you were working for Tecle and Chiswick from December 2008 until September 2009. And then October 2009, so the month after, you joined this organization and you were here until January 2013, which gives us roughly 2 years and maybe a few months?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh.
Does that mean you've been out of work for 2 years and a few months?
Yeah, in general, yeah.
So that's because, I mean, I'm just looking at it from in terms of the employment history.
1 year, not 2 years and something, 2 years actually, less than 2 years.
But
say 16 months, like 19 months, 1 year and 7, 8 months.
I'm looking at it from the interviewer's point of view. I'm just looking at it from here. This is your CV.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever is on your CV is the evidence in front of me. Other things are not inconsequential. You know, I just have to look at it from here.
So there is a mistake there.
From here, it looks like January 2013.
There is a problem, yeah?
Don't you think so? This is just looking at it here. This is your employment history. So obviously it's going from the last job is top, innit?
Yeah.
So October 2009 until January 2013. If we are now in nearly May 2015, that gives you 2 years and 4 months.
I know this one. I was going to change it.
Change it to what?
To like say
14?
To 14.
But is that really what it was?
No.
Okay. Because
I have to lie. I don't know what to say to.
No problem, but it's a problem and it's not a problem. It's a well-known fact that people do lie in interviews, and it's a well-known fact that people lie on their CVs. It's a well-known fact. However, you have to be prepared for the consequences that might come along. Because if they, what was the when were you really here? Just off the record between you and me. When did you leave this job?
January 2013.
So January 2013.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your real job.
Yeah.
This is your real information here. Okay. You know, so according to this CV,
and the problem is I can't lie.
you can't lie.
Normally in my life, people they know if I'm lying. Even in family, you know, wherever it is, you know, to excuse I can't lie. I'm very bad. If somebody asks me some question, I just go. I tend to tell them the truth. So they told me my family don't tell him secrets.
If you are that sort of person, then obviously you need to just stay away from it. You know, and you know, honesty is the best policy, really and truly, because at the end of the day, it will catch up with you. If you are an exceptionally good liar, you might get away with it for some time.
Honesty would be great.
You know what I mean?
But in this country, honest people.
Correct.
And from me, I don't know from my life experience.
Correct.
You mean?
I'm not an angel, and I no one here is angel. Yeah, I know, but at least be prepared. I mean, I'm just identifying now that there's a problem. At least be prepared of the ramifications of that. They will look at it and see January 2013. If that's the case, then you've been out of work for 2 years and 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to look at it from that point of view. Why? Because when I was, you know, talking to you earlier, you told me you were out of work for 1 year and
6 months.
You know, so on. So there's a gap. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. So it's up to you whether you want to change it to what you think is suitable and be prepared for it, or whether you want to stick with this and have a different story of explaining why you are, you know, because clearly, as you will appreciate, 1 year and 6 months is difficult enough to explain.
That's
2 years and 4 months.
Exactly. That's what. Imagine you said 18 months is very long. Imagine I was thinking myself, no, 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's not a problem. It's not inshallah. You know, as they say, we'll find a way around it. But I'm just saying, at least let's be honest with each other and be honest with yourself as well, and understand that really we're talking about 2 years and a half. Okay, nearly 2 years and a half.
Yeah.
Because you know, if you change this one to say January 2014, you understand these people, they seek references. Somewhere here, I'm sure you will say references available upon request, etc. Yeah. You know, so they might call this place and ask, this gentleman Thomas Tecle.
Tecle.
Good name you've got actually. It sounds like an English name.
Is it?
Oh yeah, Thomas Tecle. You know, some people, for example, my name is Ali. You know, that's my name, Muslim name, etc. That might put me at a disadvantage in this present environment. If I want to think about it this way, or you know, I might have a brother called Muhammad, for example, but I don't think about it this way. I choose not to look at it this way. I can look at it from the point of being a black, Muslim, all the disadvantages you can imagine. You're not Muslim, you know, and you've got a European sounding name. So if I put myself forward and you put yourself forward, you would imagine they'll be thinking, oh, Thomas Tecle, he sounds like one of us. You know what I mean?
I know. Because somebody told me that his name is something Smith.
Yeah.
And he gets interview.
That's right.
So when they look at him, he's completely black.
Yeah, correct.
So when he gets there,
they're thinking, hold on, we wanted to expect.
But the telephone call, he says every time we call him.
Well, I mean, you understand, obviously, things that really matter is your name. Your name gives them an idea of who you are, and then how you sound, and then how you look. This is all like metrics that they use. Yeah. But obviously, clearly, any intelligent, genuinely intelligent, good company will not care about these things, because I'm just saying what you know. I'm just saying what you know anyway. I'm reiterating. You might have a guy who sounds English, who looks English, who has good English name, but he's as dumb as they get. And then you might have a guy who is the total opposite, but it's actually what you want. And you know what I mean? So if you're going to base your judgment on that, then you are a fool of a company, isn't it? You are a fool of a company. I know plenty of people from my background, Muhammad, this, blah, 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 look like me, and they've got top jobs, engineers, etc. You know,
different level, yeah.
right, because it's and also the higher the mentality of the company is, the less they can focus on these things.
Yeah, very diversified.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm just saying, I mean, to your advantage, it's your name sounds, it's an advantage. One should try and capitalize on any little advantage that they have.
Whatever you have got, yeah.
You know what I mean? So your name sounds good to mainstream. Just so you know, it's just something for you to obviously keep in your mind. Okay, Thomas. So effectively, you've got accountancy experience, and then you've got customer service experience. Okay. Yeah, there's no need for you to include this part. Don't include this.
All right.
No need for it. Arrived in the UK 2013, awaited refugee status, approval 2 years, finally granted. Forget about all that.
This is unimportant. Yeah.
Unimportant. They just look at what you were doing in the last. It does. It's good enough that you've done 1, 2, 3 jobs, 4 jobs.
Thank you very much. This one actually, it's just
Yeah.
bad. It gives them another.
Yeah, you are refugee. You're taking the jobs from them.
Exactly. Yeah. Bad
Forget.
signal. Yeah.
There's no need.
Thank you very much. I think probably I applied on Friday, 10 jobs.
Yeah.
Just last Friday.
Yeah.
Sitting here, 10 jobs.
Yeah.
No one didn't come back to me. And it's not accounting job.
Mm-hmm.
It's a basic job.
Yeah.
Delivery driver.
Mm.
Could be these things.
Mr. Thomas, what you also need to look at, my friend, is you need to, at the end of the day, my question to you, I wanted to ask you this one, but it kind of escaped me earlier. Clearly, you would want an accountancy job, okay? Clearly. I can understand that. You are qualified, you are a professional individual, you want to pursue your career in this field, okay? But at the same time, would you agree with me that it's better to have anything rather than nothing?
Oh, yeah.
So therefore, would you agree with me that you're flexible enough to get any job? Okay. Because the logic is, 1 is better than 0. Something is better than nothing. That's the logic. Sound logic. Whatever you go in the world. Okay. Therefore, if that's the logic, then for you to present this sort of CV to this sort of job, there's a mismatch. If I were you, I would not face me to do cleaning, to do any job. 1, because it raises your self-esteem when you've got your earning for yourself. You're not begging the government. You're earning for yourself. You know what I mean? Plus, you start using your mind a bit more.
Yeah.
You start, Plus, while you're there, you're looking for something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it? It's boosting your confidence. You are in the market of business.
Yeah. You have your money, you are working, so you have a little bit confidence, in fact.
Correct. Little bit builds a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're building. So therefore, would you agree with me that if you present, say you want a basic job, I don't think there's something called basic, by the way. I'm sorry. A bit of semantics. You know what semantics means?
Hmm?
Semantics. Semantics means the meaning of words. Semantics. It's just the word they use. Semantics. Semantics. It's a grammar term. You've got grammar, and then you've got grammar is the building block of language. Yeah. Semantics is the meaning of words, not the verbal meaning, but like, for example, the word let's say great. Yeah, it has got many different semantics in it.
Oh, different meanings.
Meanings and the way it's used, etc. So that's what I meant. Anyway, if you are going to present, so semantics of it, what I meant is the basic job. There's no such thing as a basic job. There is no. Yeah. We've just discussed that. You told me earlier you work in customer service, and from there I identified. Look how many things you need to use. You need to use communication. This is what you need in any job that you go to.
It's not an easy job, yeah, I know.
Yeah, you are using your brain. You are thinking logically. I work in retail and I know what's involved. So there's no such thing as a basic job. Even if you're cleaning the street, you are using a great deal of your mental faculties. Because you're not gonna, if you just randomly start cleaning anywhere, you're a mad person. You need to follow a particular, you've got targets. You need to clean from this area to this area. What you have to now think, you have to make a plan. You see? You have to make a plan. Where am I going to start? Where am I going to stop? How am I going to do it? How long time? So it's a belittling term to use the word basic. If you are doing a job, you're doing a job. You are doing whatever that job involves. Okay, some jobs need more, some jobs need less.
It's about the reward. That's the difference. Otherwise, the job is job.
Job is job.
Yeah, you have to respect it. Yeah.
Because you are actually doing something. You are using your abilities, physical, mental, and whatever. Okay. So there's no such thing as a basic job. I'm just saying a job that is not in a. I'm just to clear that point. Because it's a way of people. Even I've got a degree in economics.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned to you this, but I've got a degree in economics, and I work in retail. I've worked in many different jobs. I work in retail, and I can tell you absolutely it's not a problem for me to work in. I absolutely love it because, there's a lot of good things. It depends on what you focus on. It depends on what you focus on, So, the idea of simple, basic job, it's nonsensical in many ways. So, let's say, point of all this, we went off the way a little bit. There's an accountancy job, and this is a CV for it. There's a different type of job, retail, customer service, any other job from not your degree, qualification, but within your, So imagine you present this CV to someone who is advertising for a customer service. What they're going to do, what they might do is have a look at it and say, oh, blimey, oh, gosh, this guy has got a degree in accountancy and finance. Why is he applying for us? What's wrong with you? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are overqualified.
Somebody said to me like this when I was working in retail for some time. I said to my study accountant, I'm working. I was happy, So what are you doing here? He said to me. This is a customer. He came. Well, I'm just working. Because I have to work. Just to get the job done. To live for me. To support myself, support the family, and everything. But people, they don't understand,
Yeah.
They just, you have degree, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
What? It's not that choice. Just I'm working, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
If I get another job, then I'm going to go.
That's how people think, Thomas.
Yeah, everybody.
You appreciate that people, they've got very similar mentality. It doesn't matter where they come from.
Even my manager, he said to me, what are you doing here?
That's right.
He used to push me from the job.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
What can I do?
Yeah. Because they
my manager.
They're looking at it from the point of view, they're a bit amazed at you, and number two, they're thinking, oh, this guy, he probably thinks he's a bit too good for us. And guess what? Probably he's only doing this because it's a transition for him. So as soon as he gets something else, he's going to fuck off and go somewhere else. Excuse my language. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So to avoid all that, two things you could do. Number one, don't mention to people, you need to have a strategy. For this kind of job, if you're applying for this kind of job, present this kind of CV.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're applying for this kind of job, amend this kind of CV. Get rid of this one.
I think I need
Okay?
Yeah.
You need to have these two CVs.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because you need to be able to be flexible and deal with situations accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Tailor-make your response.
Yeah.
Somebody asks you a question, you need to tailor-make your answer to that question, isn't it? Okay.
They are talking about customer service, and I'm talking about something different. So you are right. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So I have to take out this.
If you are applying for,
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because I'm, as I already mentioned to you, until I get something, I have to do something because I can't carry on like this.
I couldn't agree more.
I'm very tired.
You know what the word wallahi means? You've heard that word wallahi?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, wallahi, I could not agree with you more. That's absolutely what you should do.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what you should do.
Even that's what I'm thinking. I'm doing PCO.
Yeah, absolutely. What is PCO?
The mini cab driver.
That's a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money you could make from that one?
Yeah.
you can make a lot more money
Yeah.
from doing any of these other jobs.
But it took me a long time to realize a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes.
You've got a driving license, haven't you?
We have full driving license for.
Yeah, that's not very clever, is it, Thomas? If you've got a driving license, then you effectively you are becoming. Even I've got this. Even I've got this.
Yeah.
I've got PCO.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, what you mean by that? You mean being a private carriage, private hire? It's fantastic because you have your own car, and especially now they got this thing Uber called Uber. Yeah. You know, like you're a free man. You're working for yourself. I mean, you want to try and maximize this country. There's opportunity if somebody wants to understand it, and nobody's stopping you from it. So if you want to maximize your options, that's what you should do. So you need to think about that. You have this. Even if you get a job, you still do this in your
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I want just to tell you that I'm trying to expand now whatever
That's good.
it is. So, but
No, you're on the right track.
yeah. So to the CV, because you know, in case even today's interview, if it doesn't go well, even I want to do the delivery job. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
To just
Yeah.
make some money.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Yeah,
So
100%. So what you need to do.
I need to get to take it off a lot of things from here.
This is what you need to do. So one, you need to amend your CV according to applied for job role. Example, accountancy. If you're applying for accountancy, yeah, accountancy job. This means this CV is perfect. It's fine. Okay? Why? Because shows a relevant degree or qualification plus experience. Yes or no?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Applying. That's one. Applying for any other role, e.g. customer service. Yeah. Tailor make. This means tailor make, as in you need to tailor make.
Yeah.
You need to
say if it's about driving, you put driving. I've been working this. I've been working in driving.
Correct. You can say that as well. I mean, if you're applying for driving license, driving, you could say, you worked as a minicab driver, whatever. It's up to you. Nobody will ask you to. In fact, to fill these gaps, just off the record, you could say that you're working for yourself, working as a minicab driver or whatever, because they're not going to come around and say to you, okay, show us, because you were working for yourself.
Yeah.
So tailor make your CV. For example, get rid of your qualifications because it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
It is. Strangely enough, it puts you at a disadvantage.
You are right.
Would
You
you
will
employ
look at it.
Would you employ somebody who's got this qualification and cannot get a job, or would you employ somebody who says, "Look, mate, I've left school, and I just want to get a job"? Would you say? Yeah, it's straightforward. Honest. This guy, he wasted his life and his money getting qualification, and now he wants something else. What's wrong with him? That's how they think, So would you rather say, I'll just employ anyone? Doesn't take, it puts you at a disadvantage. So you get rid of your qualification, and that's the most important thing. You get rid of this bit, and also, so I'm just saying, if you're applying for a different role, e.g. like customer service, then you need to get rid of this one. Okay, right?
It's not this one. I have to get rid of it. Yeah.
Also, in terms of the layout of your CV, this should not be here. Because they're not really concerned about what your qualification is. They are more concerned what your employment history is. Yeah? They are more concerned what your experience working is, isn't it? Isn't it? So they are really, you could write BA, MA, PhD, it will not make any difference to them whatsoever. What can you do? What can you do? What have you done? Physically, what have you done? That's what they're concerned with. It's a job, isn't it? Yeah. Even accountancy, they don't really care about this. Because a lot of people can get qualifications, but they cannot do a job. Yes or no? A lot of people cannot get qualifications, but they can do an excellent job. And then this is a job. Therefore, that's all that matters. So therefore, this one, it's fine. You need to include the education, but if you're going to include the education, it needs to come here.
Okay.
So it comes after your work experience. Because you're selling yourself in terms of what you... Do you get it? Use this pen if you want. I've got another pen here. So, does that make sense?
Here, just education.
Yeah, put education there. So move this... I hope my writing is kind of... Yeah. So you just move it. So, yeah. So if you're applying for a non-accountancy business role, then totally get rid of this. Totally.
I don't even to reflect it here.
Totally.
Okay.
You can say, at the end, you can say high school, all that, but in Eritrea. Because this shows that you've been through school. Isn't it?
Yeah. You have, you know, some things about
Of course.
Yes.
Some sort of education, because you're not somebody who doesn't know anything. No.
Yeah.
But you put it right here. You put it right here. You say, whatever, equivalent to GCSE, A levels from Eritrea.
So, okay, yeah, this is high school.
Correct. This is if you're applying for a non-accountancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you're applying for accountant business role, then this is fine to use, but it needs to come here. Because obviously they need to see your qualification, but it needs to come
at the bottom.
Right. So you'll have the education and qualifications right at the bottom, after employment history.
Yeah. Sorry, I take you to another.
Go ahead. That's fine. I've got 3 hours here, so I'm happy to see you until about. Yeah, we've still got some time. I'd like to see another customer as well.
Okay, yeah.
But so we've got still a bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about those personal skills?
This is generic.
They are okay.
You know what generic means? Generic means it's common. Everybody uses them. There's nothing exceptional about them. Generic, like you mentioned to me that this has been done by a professional CV person for you. Yeah, that's fine. This is what you would expect. Most CVs will have the same kind of words. Most people will not even worry too much about this because it's just like somebody who's dressed nice. You say that's nice, and then what after that? Because it's just, you know what I mean. It's generic. That's fine. Don't touch this. It's fine. It's just a generic. It's just a general stuff.
When I apply for non-accounting things. That's
good. Thank you. That's a very good question. It's a very good question. I'm sorry about that.
I know Tesco boots are okay.
Okay.
Because they are similar. Customer service. Driving, for example.
Yeah.
Because. Do I need a lot of changes here?
Yes, you do. This is for accountancy. This is what you need. This is okay for
accountancy.
Okay, it's fine. But for
say driving.
For other roles, no. Of course, clearly it's not applicable to that because what is solid professionals financial planning get to do with customer service? Nothing. Keep this one. Keep this two. This is good. Experience meeting deadlines, working under pressure. This is fine. Up to here is fine. Yeah. It's just these two. Really, this is the first two. Pretty much experience because this can be used for other things. Just those 2 lines.
Yeah.
Don't you agree? Just those 2 lines, the first lines, because working proactively, you need this in any place you work. On initiative, you need it for anywhere. Deadlines, anywhere. Working under pressure, anywhere, pretty much. Communication, interpersonal. Yeah. This is all fine.
What about
This is not necessary.
Take it.
Yeah, not necessary. It's fine. They don't care about this. Okay, and you can also include organizational abilities, like any other thing, anything that sounds nice to you, analytical, organizational skills,
Because I don't know the reason why the last 10 jobs, especially Friday,
right?
they didn't get back to me. Normally they would get back to you. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No reply at all. So you are right, as you have said already.
What job did you apply for?
Most of them they are delivery driving jobs.
Yeah. Because you know, and then what experience?
Yeah, when they look at it,
yeah.
You know, even though
have you ever worked in delivery?
they think that even you are working like a kind of office or they
it's
think you are lazy.
It's too professional.
I used to say that, you know, that when I used to work in a retail job, somebody has got came with the degree, you think he's lazy. We used to say in our job, you know.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
In night shift, for example, if night shift you are working non-stop. Yeah. When someone came new, and you know, as a staff, oh, this guy he came, he's got degree, so you know that he's not going to get the job done. So you have to help him in the morning. Right. So you are right. When they look at this, they say,
it's not the conception that you have in your mind. This person must come from this sort of background, so you attach all these things to him. It might be true, it might not be true, you know.
Yeah.
But really, at the end of the day, if you're applying for a driving job, what is the most important thing here is to have what your experience in driving is, isn't it? Yeah. You know, you're applying for a job, but you don't have any experience in it. Whatever job it is, they're not gonna take you.
So I will tell them, I've been minicab driver.
Correct.
For 5 to 7
For
years.
sure. Well, I wouldn't say that many years, because then they will, you know, if you work as a minicab driver for that long, you will know a lot. You will know a lot about this. My brother is a minicab driver, and he knows the city inside out. All the roads, all the problems with the roads.
Let me tell you, yesterday, always I said minicab driver job.
Yeah.
I thought it was easy. Always I thought it was easy. When I had the exam in last week. Topography came.
Yeah, you need to.
M25, this normal in London, motorway M4.
Yeah.
My friend, what can I say?
Yeah, correct.
It's just, you cannot belittle a job.
Absolutely right.
You cannot say this job is not easy job. You can't.
Yes.
In my life I say.
Of course.
You can't. Everybody has got his own ability to get that job done.
Correct.
He put the roads there for me, and look at him.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
An adult guy, he came to do it, and which I say easy.
Yeah.
I just look at him, I said, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. It gives you a point A1 to AZ.
Yeah.
Look at the map and find it. How do you get there?
I found it, and then I said to myself, how am I going to get there? M4, M11, M10.
Yeah.
So you cannot belittle the job.
Yeah, that's what we discussed. That's what we discussed.
I learned my lesson. I learned
absolutely
very hard,
right.
actually.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah.
But the good thing, I done both of them.
Good.
I done when I say basic.
Yeah.
It's called basic. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have another word for that. I done from the basic and a little bit better than that. So for me, I'm not really scared of job. Do you understand what I'm saying? I done nights, days, whatever it is, and I done a little bit better than that. A little bit, not. So the good thing I have both experience for me.
So the point, I mean, the point from this particular issue that you've just raised is that the idea of every job, it's got its own world, basically.
Yeah.
So if you are going to apply for a driving job, then it's very important that you have a driving experience. Okay, very important. If you've got a PhD in forensic sciences, what does that get to do with driving? Nothing. You don't know the challenges of the roads. So it's fine. You can mention minicab.
I will add the minicab thing in.
But I wouldn't say. I'll say just
after this.
Couple years will do, because couple years is enough. So you know, then you're not an expert. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know something, but I'm not an expert. That sort of mentality.
Driving minicab. 2 years. I think I'm not going to mention this one. I'm going to get rid of it. This one.
The key idea. Just get this key idea from me.
The training accountant thing, yeah. I don't.
There's no need for it, because
it's going to be almost in 1.5 pages. Yeah, it's all right.
Even if you include that one, it's not going to make a lot of difference, because this is such a long time ago
back home
in a different country.
Yeah, in
it's fine. You can actually include it and say this is what I was doing. But when I came here, it might give you an added edge. They might say this guy's an intelligent guy. Yeah, he's here because if he had been back home, he would be doing something else. But he's here and he's doing whatever he can. It's okay. You could. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that because it's just, it's just a time lapse. It's a long time ago in a different setting, different country. So I mean, I'm just saying one idea is for you to know different jobs, different CVs, different jobs, different mentalities. You see what I'm saying?
You are right. You are really right. I need to revamp this CV. And yeah, so
I don't even know why they invited you for this interview. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm a bit struggling to come to answers with it because your CV has nothing to do with sales.
I can't this one.
I worked in sales, and sales, you need to have a different personality for sales. Somebody who's got a great deal of not just confidence, overconfidence, because now you are convincing people of your ideas. You're not merely trying to get a job for yourself. You are convincing them to buy cars, houses. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's I don't know why they invited you for this job, because your CV does not support this role. However, if life gives you a lemon, you're trying to squeeze it and make a juice from it, isn't it? So now you've got this interview, right? Make the most of it. Go there and practice whatever you can. Practice whatever you can. Go there, looking sharp, looking professional.
Yeah, I've got
right?
everything.
And have a story for yourself to tell. Have a story. Why do you have gaps in your CV? Question they're gonna ask you, my friend, is why do you want to work in this job?
Yeah, this
Why?
is a silly question. I'm sorry
Why?
to say this, but very good. I want to work. I don't know how to explain this one.
Yeah.
Even I was yesterday looking and.
What is the name of the company?
It's called Rent Guard.
Rent
Guard.
And what do they do?
They do insurance.
What
They
sort
have
of insurance?
Insurance immediately, property and estates.
Insurance of property.
Yeah.
And
So,
okay,
if
so
you
they
have
insure.
property, you insure a property. If you are a tenant as well, you can insure your assets, you have whatever you have got. Landlord.
It's an insurance company that's got something to do with property and all that, yeah?
Yeah.
And your job is to sell insurance.
To sell insurance, yeah.
Okay. Sell insurance. Okay. So the question now is, why do you want to work for us? It's good to know a little bit about the company, the background of the history of the company.
This is my really question.
Okay.
Everywhere I go, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you want to work for us?
Common sense. You are offering
Because
a
the
job.
company is good. I know my words are very limited here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
Yeah.
Because I want to work. Your company is good. Your company benefit is good. I think. Is that what I have to say?
Could be, but that's not, a lot of people can say that, and they're going to employ everybody who says that. Why do you want to do this, not the company, this role, this job? What is the name of the job, sir? What's the job title?
Insurance sales agent.
Sales executive?
No, insurance sales agent.
Okay, insurance sales agent. Okay. So that's the role that you are applying for.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, of course, clearly, understandably, they are looking at your CV. They look at your CV and they're thinking, okay, fine, put this aside for me. Why do you want to work this job? Why do you want to do this one? That's what they're thinking. That's what they're gonna say.
That's what they keep saying to me.
Okay.
In Tesco, when I go in Tesco interview, why do you want to do delivery driver? She
Yes.
asked me. I said to her, I told her I tried to get a job in accountancy, but I found it difficult. Now I want to support myself. I need a job.
Uh-huh. So now you went into telling her your personal history. You see, you went to telling her about you failing to get jobs in other places. So now I'm trying to get a job with you because you are my last option.
I don't know. Yeah, I know this is difficult.
I'm desperate. You have got a low benchmark, so I'm applying for you because other places rejected me. How do you think they're gonna feel about that? Are they gonna say, "Oh, this is the guy we want to apply"? Come on, give him a shot. He's gonna think this guy is a desperado. He can't get a job anywhere else.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
What does he think we are? Charity?
In Tesco, big Tesco, they are called delivery.
Yeah.
I know for delivery. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there from my heart to work.
Okay.
That's what kind of There were 3 people. They asked me this question, and they gave to these people the job.
Of course. Yeah. I'm not surprised.
I'm not lying to you.
Yeah.
If they give me that job,
You could do better than those people.
Oh, I could work 80 hours a week.
Yeah.
Not because I know myself.
Yeah.
I'm not just boasting or taking
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
do that. If you see my hands, I can't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But they didn't give me the job.
Yeah.
I went there again to ask them why you didn't give me the job.
Listen, Thomas, the people, they play a game. In employment, in life, they all play a game. Everybody plays a game. You want to marry a woman, you act like the nice guy, the nice and sweet guy, she will walk all over you. All over you. You have to know that, so you have to play her game. You have to play her game. Yes or no?
Yeah.
You have to play her game, isn't it? You have to be not too nice because you don't want to give the wrong impression. Same with jobs. You tell them all this, they're like, now we'll get the other guys. Then you have to play their game. You have to kind of anticipate what questions they're going to ask you and anticipate what answers you're going to give them. What answers you think they want to hear. They don't want to hear that you cannot get a job somewhere else. What they want to hear is that you absolutely love Tesco. You are a regular shopper there. It's a bullshit, but that bullshit is what works.
Working,
For me, it suits me. I love driving. I love customer service. I love Tesco's delivery. Perfect. I love the times. You know what I mentioned to you.
This is my problem.
You know what I mentioned to you about this. They are projecting power on you. You need to play back and say, yes, I absolutely love this thing. I love Tesco. I'm a regular shopper here. I love the values Tesco has. Plus, I drive. I'm always driving. Yeah, I like the idea of taking the stuff, going to other places.
I enjoy it,
So, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. This equals me working for you. Me and you, this is a job for me. Like, I'm going to benefit you because I love your company, I love what you do, I love this role. That's why I'm applying for it. Honestly, if you say that, or if you say, I'm an accountant, look at me, I've got all these degrees, I can't find anywhere else. What?
Yeah.
It's just becoming a bit more streetwise,
streetwise,
You are taking hold. They're giving you, it's like a chess. They're making a move, and you need to make a move as well.
You have to go ahead of them.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, my man. So.
Why would you like to work for me? This is.
They will all ask you this question. And look, you imagine you've got a business now, and you're employing someone. You don't know this person. They're not your brother. They're not your friend. You don't know them. Are you not going to ask them this question?
Yeah.
Would you not be silly not to ask them? Simple question. Why do you want to work here? Innocent question. Why do you want to work here? Why do I come here? I don't come here to waste my time. I come here because I want to I've got my own agenda behind it. I really love this sort of thing that I do here. And I've got plans for the future too. I'm not wasting my time. You know what I mean? Nobody does anything for no reason. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So this is what they're thinking about. Simple question. Why do you want to work here? So you need to be prepared to give them the answer that they want to hear. It might not be the real answer, but the one that will get you the thing.
Yeah. I need to, as I had, we need to change this one.
This is that was a CV. This is more of the interview and the strategy.
At least.
It's a strategy because there's a strategy involved with the interview, isn't it? They're looking at they're looking at this, they're looking at this, and they're looking at the environment around, you know what I mean? What's taking place, the interaction. Sometimes this is shit, and this is shit, for example, but it's
He's okay, we'll try. Yeah.
And they thinking, look, really, at the end of the day, is this a guy that I like, that I want working with me? That's what they're thinking as well. Is he going to fit in our culture? You know, this takes us to this point of its, which is try and sell your personality, being a little bit happy, a little bit funny, like take it easy, no pressure. Don't put pressure on yourself. Stress is not good.
It's not good.
So you go in there and you go in there prepared with a strategy and thinking, look, I'm going to go and give them my best shot and I'm going to have fun. Because this will project. They somehow, glorious be to God, yeah? There's things happening here. There's energy, there's things, there's many things that we don't even understand that happen. You get a sense from people.
Yeah,
vibrations.
You can't sense from them, yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. You can't.
If I did not know what I was talking about, you'd be sitting there thinking, what is this idiot doing here? But you kind of know that I know what I'm talking about. I've read many things. I've experienced many things. This is a cream of a lot of wisdom. You know what I mean? It's not just, you know what I mean? The background, there's a lot in the background that you don't quite see, but it's coming to you.
Sometimes, yeah, you can't reflect it.
Somehow you feel it.
But yeah.
You know, there's a deeper hole. It's like a deep well. When you throw something, it takes a long time to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's something there. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. When
They can feel it, yeah.
Yeah, they can feel it.
This guy is yeah.
There's many things, for example, you are in an organization, a successful organization. You'll appreciate that this success is not built on one thing. It's built on multiple things. It's built on hard work, on intelligence, on vision, on patience, on communication. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It's built on a lot of things.
Yeah. So when you come one single person, you are tiny, I mean.
Yeah. So it's the same with a person. So when you are in front of them, you need to try and project all your strength, everything good about you. Focus on everything good about you, the good stuff about you. Sitting in front of you, I'm getting good feelings from you. I don't feel stressed. I don't feel like I'm getting good vibes from you.
Are you sure? Because I'm gonna do it today in the afternoon.
No, I am personally. I am.
Sometimes I don't know.
Look at my face. Like I'm not making.
Yeah, you're not like try
to
ignore me.
I feel very easy, and I'm telling you the truth. I do feel good vibrations from you, and there's no reason why they should not feel the same vibration. Imagine they and me. Forget about the color. Forget about all this. Imagine this is the guy. That friendly guy that I met earlier. He was a nice guy, a nice human being. They're just the same. Just imagine be the way you are with me, with them, and just like play around your strength.
Yeah.
Play around your strength.
What else I was going to ask you? Shall I add something up? I don't know if I think she must have sent my CV. I was going to change it to add some sales job.
Do you have any sales experience?
Never.
You see, this is the problem, Thomas. You could add to it, but then you might end up creating problems for yourself.
And because I have to try it anyway, but with my own willingness, just take a risk. Otherwise, I don't have even, I see people, when they do the sales in the shop center, everywhere. I said, it's not easy job. Not the job like you go to people, you shake them your hand, you ask them. I say to them, they are strong. I say, I keep always saying, people when they ask you on the street, there's a charity. When you ignore them, yeah.
I've done very similar jobs. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've knocked on people's doors.
Yeah. People they say, oh please.
Yeah. At the beginning they're not strong, but they become strong with the knocks. Like if you keep knocking them, the person will get strong, and that you learn from every day you learn from yesterday's experience. You see, in fact, you learn from each single transaction with people. You deal with one person, and you think, oh, you know what, that went badly. But guess what? The next person is a fresh person. Nothing to do with the first person.
Yeah, new one.
They don't know each other. They don't know you, and you've got another chance. The mistake you made last time, you're not going to make this time.
To rectify it, yeah.
In a way, philosophically speaking, this is how life is. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new day. Nothing to do with yesterday. You know,
have to keep trying. Yeah.
nothing to do. What you are causing injustice to today. You know, God is just. My religion, we believe that God is justice. Yeah, Adl, justice, and you have to have justice in everything. You cannot be unjust to today by focusing on yesterday. Yesterday is finished. It's gone. Last month is finished. Last year is gone. This is a new day. It's telling you, get to know me. Get to know me. Take advantage of whatever I've got to offer you today. I'm a fresh day. Fresh day. You know, in Arabic they call it the rizq. You know, like proficiency, new. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a new day. It's got nothing to do with the past whatsoever. Nothing to do with it. By focusing on yesterday, you're causing injustice to today.
Yeah, you lose your confidence by comparing from last week. But you have to
Nothing to do with it.
wake up and think
and learn from it. What happened last time? If you learn from it, you'll be better tomorrow. You'll be better today than you were yesterday, because you're not going to make the mistake that you made yesterday. Yes or no?
No.
The mistake that you made last interview, I would recommend that, you know, maybe you have a small diary or something and just write your impressions of the interview, how the interview went, what points you had a difficulty with, what points you thought you did well, and then if you're a very serious person, you will sit with yourself and say, yeah, this was I need to try and do something about this.
I need to improve on this, yeah.
You know, and this bit, you know, this was good. I really like the way I did this. Do more of this. If, you know, logically speaking, if you keep doing more of this and less of this and more of this, then over time you're going to be having more.
Yeah, structure on life. Yeah.
Look at it from the point of view of it's a project for you to really establish yourself and take it. You want to get a job? Take finding a job itself very seriously. Keep a diary. Write all the experiences. What can we do? What can we learn from this? From this interview? From this interaction? Go on YouTube. See presentational skills. See communication skills. See interviews. Mock, like. I think if you do that full time for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you will find great results. Phenomenal results. Phenomenal. That should be your, like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to do it, yeah.
Before you get a job, your job is to get the job. Your job is to get yourself, understand how this getting job business works.
How this market, this industry works. Employability thing, yeah.
That's right. So instead of focusing on the negative stuff, focus on what can I do? How can I improve myself? This. And you know, you are a literate person, you are an educated person. Write things down. You know, in East Africa, in Africa overall, it doesn't matter how educated we are, we don't like writing things. We need to get into it. You need to have a little diary. See this diary, mine? Yeah. Look how many things I've got in it.
Yeah. It's good.
You know,
really, I'm seriously.
This is what
you know. I have got different. I buy like this. I never use them. You know, I buy but you just keep them new.
No. That's not right. Because it's a project. Because then
life is a project, yeah.
Right. Because you're working on it, and it's funny because once you put it down in writing, it's got its own life. It starts it's out of you now. You've created something. It's there, black and white in front of you. So now it's compelling you to do something about whatever is happening. Plan yourself now, you know, and it's a habit. It's a habit of you. You know what I mean? In Somalia, what they say is, you know, when you've been to university for 3 years, they say, oh, well, so kind to be. Oh, that's it. I've graduated, so I've broken the pen. I don't know if you heard that.
Finish, yeah.
That expression, I've broken the pen. That's an analogy of my country. Look at the mentality of the people. This is the time when you're meant to pick up the pen.
Yeah. At that time, exactly. Once you finish, you have to. You need another 10 pen, in fact. Yeah.
They say
not the break.
That's it. 3 years, I've broken the pen. That's the expression they use.
No.
And they proud, like, that's it, no more for me, I've broken the pen.
Okay, no.
You see how idiotic that is? And I think that's an example for all of the country, not just my country.
No, it's everywhere.
So,
as a human being,
correct.
we think that
They've got more. They're a bit better than us. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better than us. This is why they have all this advancement, because they are people who write, people who plan things. Strategy. They use a strategy in everything. So you need to plan, and you need to have a strategy. Right? Okay? And you need to have basically, you need to have a methodology of evaluation of what happened, how things happen, yeah? And you need to have, feedback, of course.
Accept it, yeah.
Feedback, and then next steps, for example. So what steps take next? So, I don't know, recommendations, for yourself. You need to have all that. You need to have all that in every job. Like, you need to say, what is my plan today? I'm going there, blah, blah, blah. How am I going to conduct myself? Even if you small things, you're right. When you go there, they're not going to stop you from getting your little paper and reminding yourself, what is my strategy, my blah, 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 blah. And then later, you need to have this box evaluation. How did I go? How did that go? Blah, blah, positive, negative, blah, blah, blah. And then you ask them as well for a feedback. They love that. Because now they can see you're a serious person. You're not here just to muck around. You're a serious person. Feedback. And then from there, you build your recommendations. What is the next step to do? What is blah, blah, blah. It's hard. This is a bit of hard work. But, because it takes a bit of effort. But you're planting one seed and you're getting 1,000 trees from it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the foundation.
Yeah.
I will try to apply a lot of things. Yeah.
Because this is your what you should focus on, not the negative stuff.
Yeah, I have to forget negative stuff. I'm full of negative.
You know what happens? If you focus on that multiplies.
Be positive.
If you focus on one negative, that will multiply tenfold. Your mind is too cramped. So, how can you fight back? There's a fire, you get water. This is the water. You say, look, I know this is happening, but I'm gonna put out this fire. Focus on this. You shift your focus.
Yeah.
Focus on this, on what you can do, and not what you can do, but exactly what practical steps you could take. Like this is, I'm just concerned about this. It's a new day. It's a fresh opportunity. And then suddenly you'll find your anxiety, your problems, they take it because you can't, you can only be one thing at a time. You cannot be,
Yeah, you cannot be. Yeah.
If you defeat one enemy, then you've got whatever else is in front of you. Your friends.
Yeah, you tackle the other one. Yeah, you tackle as you go along. Hopefully today in the afternoon I'm gonna try to read about this company a lot. Especially, why would you like to work for us?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about yesterday. She told me yesterday about this job interview. It was supposed to be yesterday actually 4:30. The good reason they cancelled it. Everything happens for a reason, no?
Yes.
So I was getting ready, shaving everything, and they told me I should change it for today 4:30. So I have seen a lot of things from you. Again, a lot of things.
It's better. You're better prepared.
Like in a sleeping mood.
I'll give you all these things. I just messed around with them, but it might give you a bit of feedback.
I like this kind of notes actually.
No.
Because I need to go and.
It's just gonna, just simple things.
So you work in
Heathrow, yeah.
Of course, my job is always to ask you something.
It's fine.
If you see any vacancy.
Yes.
I know it's difficult,
of course.
But I have to ask.
Then my answer to you is that it's not in my hand. There's a structure. You need to apply online, and then you need to go through the right structure. That's how they do things here. Increasing, especially for big organizations, because I work for a very big. Do you know W. Smith?
Yeah.
They are like Tesco in the retail.
Because her CEO, kind
Yeah.
of her accountancy CEO,
Yeah.
she used to be my lecturer in university.
Ah.
Yeah. So she used to tell us everything about
Yeah.
the WH's tax system, in and out, how big it is, how
They're a major organization.
how many revenues they
Yeah.
make in a year.
They're a huge
It's
company.
family.
Correct. I think they're about 250 years old, and they are very well established, and they've got, like, you only see the shops, but you don't understand the structure they have.
Minority companies as well. A
Yeah.
lot of they are involved with a lot of companies. It's not only the
There you go.
stationery thing.
There you go.
Imagine I know more about this instead of rent guard. My interview.
Yeah. It's not a problem, that's fine. You can also get to know them, the new company. You've got enough time to get to know a bit about them and get to develop your own strategy. How are you gonna sales? You're not a sales guy. They will like you 100% perfectly, but they will still think, this guy, he does this, in terms of the experience, how can we do this? He doesn't have a sales experience. So do we just take him and take a calculated risk? Or do we say to him, thank you very much, we like you, but it's not the job for you. Or maybe do we have something else we can offer him? Sometimes if they like you so much, they'll train you, and they will even offer you some other job within your area of expertise.
Yeah.
In terms of this job, take this one with you, because it's more relevant to the sales than.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
This particular one, this particular insurance company, take this to them. Tell them, of course you can say, when I was working here, of course I was an accountant, but I've seen a great deal of business, how business works, how sales happen, and all that. So my experience comes from having observed sales here. You can have a little story of, I like sales very much because the company that I was working at, it had its own sales thing happening there. They'll say, what sort of things were they selling? And then you need to think of an answer. And I like the guy, how, I like working towards targets. They talk about targets and goals and pressure and basically all these things. And that's what I've always wanted. This is very important. I've always wanted to work in sales. That's what you will say. I'm passionate about dealing with customers. I like selling my ideas, and of course, in this kind of situation, how you need to, if you want to get a sales job, you need to sell yourself first.
Yeah, you have to sell yourself.
So you cannot sell yourself, but you want to sell things.
Imagine.
That's what they think.
Their products, yeah.
I bought you, so I'm probably gonna buy other things from you. I bought who you are from you. You convince me of who you are, and therefore you can convince me to buy anything else.
There are two jobs here, yeah, at the same time, two roles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good idea because they will ask you what you want to work for us. I'm gonna tell them, yeah. This one straight away, I'm gonna get rid of that the refugee thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just a form for me to fill.
How long have you been in this country?
20 years.
Yeah.
But I've been through all the different levels of education, from school.
That's what it helped me.
College.
I can see from your approach, your presentation.
Yeah.
You are a very professional person.
Thank you very much. I'm always learning. You can never stop learning. You can never stop learning.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah.
Even though I've been out of job for this some time.
Yeah.
I do my learning online. When I say learning, I need to read about business related with accounting. I don't stop. I haven't stopped because I need to keep up. You need to learn.
100%. Yeah, things are changing.
I really believe in there is a room for improvement every day.
Correct.
I really believe on that.
Yeah, I can tell you from myself, as a side note, the things that I've learned this year is probably a lot more than what I knew all my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because it's what they say is incremental. Things build on each other.
Yeah. Small things, but
correct. And also, it's important to kind of diversify your knowledge. Diversify, as in you're an accountant. Okay, fine. But what else are you? What else do you know? What do you know about language? What do you know about? Because they all work together. What do you know about psychology? What do you know about how like all these little things? They're all interrelated.
Values, yeah.
They are all. When you're having a conversation or anything with somebody, you cannot be just one tract. You need to be able to feed on different. This is more educated person is able to do this. You know what I mean? If you are a genius in one particular subject, then you're a horse that knows only one. You've only got one trick.
That's it.
You're a footballer who can only do one trick. You want to be a playmaker who can do all the different.
Flexible.
Okay, you've got your own position that you are very good at, but if you know all the, you understand the philosophy of the game. If you know, then you have the bigger picture, isn't it? You're not just no, actually you know how things work. It's very nice and very useful to know a bit about logic, how logic works. The idea of logic and how, like for example, logical fallacies. They are, for example, things like, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 Chinese people. This guy is smart. This guy is smart. This guy is smart. Yeah. So therefore, all Chinese people must be smart.
Yeah.
This is a positive example.
Yeah.
You are making a hasty generalization. It's not based on evidence. It's based on a circumstantial, stereotypical, very short analysis. There are 1.5, 2 billion Chinese in the world. Have you counted all of them? And obviously the negative. So you see one Somali guy is like this. You see one Somali guy is like this. They are all like that. All black people are like that. All Muslims are like that. You use any word you like there. That's a logical fallacy. It's not based on logic, because you are assuming you know everybody. No, you don't know everybody.
No, never. Yeah.
Don't know.
Not logical.
This is nice to know this sort of things. Like when people have a conversation, you are talking to them, or you for example, you watch an interview between two people, and one guy says an idea, and then suddenly he gets attacked. No, you are a communist. You're blah blah. No. Don't attack the man. Talk about the idea. What is it? The guy is nothing personal. Don't talk about him.
Personal, yeah.
If you want to criticize the idea, not the man. Yeah. This is another logical fallacy. This has got nothing to do with accountancy, but obviously.
No, we are talking about general life. The experience. We are
talking
about the experience. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, this kind of knowledge is out of your field, but it's very much intrinsic.
Very important in life.
It's nice to know, because then you might find yourself in a situation, even at work, when somebody, you present an idea and people attack, and you're like, hold a minute, you're actually committing a logical fallacy. Like, it's not about me. You know the person is wrong. You just talk, but let's focus on the idea at hand. I'm happy if you want to criticize the idea, go ahead.
I never used to like when I used to criticize it. When I used to be criticized, I never used to accept. I thought like people, they would attack you. Mm-hmm. It took me a long time to accept criticism. Mm-hmm. Long time for me in my life. Mm-hmm. People, they criticize you. Mm-hmm. Feedback. Mm-hmm. I never used to like feedback because I thought they are personally, these people are attacking me. Mm-hmm. But after some time, I've got a friend who is working in employment recruitment service. Okay. He used to explain to me. Even if he says something to me, I just take it personally. I get upset. He's telling me the same like you are telling me. Oh, there is something you are doing this wrong. I said, why you are saying that? I'm doing this. No, he said to me, I'm reading from this. I'm looking from what you are saying, what you are telling me. So after some time, I said, accept feedback. Really, yeah.
That's you've made a more of an intelligent, mature decision. Children, when they're small, you know how some children they are. Some children, they are very sensitive about anything. They're like, oh, no. And other kids, they're like, I don't care. You can say whatever you want. Like they've got I don't care. Like, okay, so I've done something wrong. Yeah, sorry, so what? And then, you're like, well, I admire that guy. And then you think, why can't this one be like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes I keep saying always this. When there's some kids here, when they talk to you like 50 years old, they talk to you eye to eye. I used to work in retail work, 7 years old guy, he talked to me like an adult. You can talk to him, he look at you.
And you have to respect him.
And from
you have to respect him.
I respect him. 7 years old, for example, in my country, we are different.
Yeah.
7, 8
get
years
away.
Old. Yeah. If he start talk to you,
he's
acting like an adult.
Yeah.
Be like child. Yeah, I used to say that.
Absolutely.
Go and play.
Yeah.
That's how we grew up.
Yeah.
It really hurts
Yeah,
us.
it does indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If somebody talk to your child like an adult, or he will be in trouble.
yeah. If he requests you if he requests to be respected, then he must be respected.
Yeah.
He must be respected. See, self-respect is earned.
Yeah.
It's earned. If you stand up and say, "This is my right," this is my right. Like, everywhere you've got minority groups. In Somalia, we've got minority groups. I'm sure in Eritrea, you've got minority groups.
Yeah,
You've got people, some tribes, that people belittle. And they sometimes, yes or no? Wallahi, I don't know anything about Eritrea, but I can tell because it's typical of any human society. Yes,
but it's everywhere.
But those people, if they stand up and say, "Listen, excuse me, I'm not going to accept to be dealt with in this manner.
To be treated like this.
Yeah, I'm just like you. I'm a human being. Yeah." If they stand their ground, first, people will be shocked.
Yeah.
They'll be shocked. Let's wipe them out. What is this? What are you doing? They cannot accept it. If they carry on standing their ground, it doesn't matter what happens. Eventually, they will be given what they want. They will be given what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Look at the history of the world. Black people in America, etc. Everywhere.
Even here.
Everywhere.
They belittle the Irish, the
Everywhere.
Scottish. They think English are superior.
Yeah. What? On what? Based on what? If you tell them,
They
look,
are human beings. Yeah.
this is look, with all due respect, my friend, no. You stand your ground. They need to move because they are on the wrong ground. This is God-given right. It's not a human right. It's a God-given right. If you accept it, if you accept to be treated badly and disrespected, then then you deserve it.
Exactly.
You deserve it. Yeah. And you're not going to get anything. So when you go to interview, you need to have the mindset of, look, I'm an intelligent person. God loves me. I'm a decent man. And you know what? I deserve to get a job. And I'm gonna make them understand that.
By hook or by crook. I have to, This mindset, I have to have this.
You must have that conviction.
You have to see.
You must have that conviction.
That's the right word.
Because it's the truth. It's the truth. If you don't have it, then you are committing a fallacy. You are committing a sin against yourself. And then you will be punished for not having a job. Because you are not accepting who you are as a human being, as an intelligent, productive human being who's capable. You're not accepting to stand your ground and say, look,
I'm not accepting myself. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So what's God gonna say? It's like, what is this guy like? Yeah. Well, go ahead then. Be whatever you want. You deserve whatever you get. It's up to you. People who succeed, they always have this mentality. They always have this.
Change mentality is the best thing. Really very important. Yeah. I can't do this. I can't do this. Yeah.
Understand, this is who God made you. God, Allah, whoever you want to call him, the Almighty, he made people equal in many, many ways. Many ways. Because we all come from the same family at the end of the day. Yeah? Doesn't matter where you come from, how you look like, we all come from the same source.
Yeah? It is.
And therefore, we are all brothers and sisters in some way. So, whatever other people have, you deserve to have it. They are in positions of authority, of this, of that. If you take the right steps, you deserve to have it. And you need to have that. You need to have that true conviction in your heart. That conviction plus actual work, actual steps. You need to have the mind, the heart, and the hand working together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I am convinced of this. Yeah, this is what I believe in, and this is what I'm going to do. And it's okay. I'll get hard knocks. It's fine. But I'm going to learn from it. No problem. I'm going to learn from it. And we never stop learning. Okay. Mm-hmm. Would you have anything else you would like to discuss?
No, actually.
Okay. So we're going to wrap it up.
Very much.
No problem. Pleasure. And I wish you good luck. Nice to meet you.
Yesterday was my interview. Yeah.
No.
For a reason, it has been cancelled.
Okay. So what we can do, we can wrap it up here. And if you want, you can call the advisor, and we can have a very quick, because she will probably have I don't know, maybe we can have I can give her a quick feedback or something.
Shall I?
If you want to, yeah, just tell her about how this session went, and maybe if she's got any questions, we can answer, and then we'll finish. So the first thing that we did together is obviously I had a look at the CV and identified there's a problem there in the CV, which is he says his last job was January 2003, which obviously makes him out of work for about 2 years and 4 months. When he told me earlier, he told me he's been out of work for 1 year and a bit. Obviously there's a which one is it?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which one is it? And obviously 1 year and a half is big enough gap to be explained.
Of course.
Furthermore, 2.5 years, that's another issue. So that being in mind, you have to, explain to him that he must have a clarity here. Which one is it? Identify which one is it, and then have a strategy accordingly, as in how you can explain away this gap. How did this come about?
Yeah.
Because obviously they will think,
Of course.
what did you do during that time? And he'd be like, I went to 10 different interviews, and obviously you didn't get any. I wonder why.
Yeah. Of course.
So we've discussed that. I try to, sort of identify his strengths and weaknesses. He's got plenty of strengths. One of them, fantastic body language, eye contact, very polite, very pleasant. This is what people like. Yeah. In most places, obviously, this is what people like. He tells me he's got a language barrier, and I said to him, look, me and you, we're both immigrants, and your English is as good as mine.
Absolutely.
And I don't
think
think
his
English.
communication is great.
I don't think I don't think your English is a problem whatsoever, because I work with people who speak a lot less English than you do.
Absolutely.
It's not a problem. It's only a problem if you make it.
Or identify it as a problem. Of course.
Right. So it's more of a mental mindset rather than actual physical thing.
Yeah.
So that's something that's a myth. I feel there's other reasons behind it. It's not my job to try and see.
Of course.
He volunteered and said, look, I don't feel very confident. I said to him, well, there's nothing I can help you with that. However, what I can say to you is that you can work on certain aspects of confidence. Yeah? And to understand that you've got plenty of strength, I mentioned to him the things that I thought he was good at. I said to him, if you try and focus on those things, yeah, rather than worrying about the things that whatever they may be, then you'll go a long way. One other issue that I've noticed in his CV is obviously he's very qualified. He's got a degree in accountancy from East London University, and imagine him with this CV applying for a job in customer service or in any other sector that's nothing to do with accounting. Everything, clearly they will think, hold on a minute, this guy is overqualified. Why is he applying for us?
Yeah, of course.
Is it because he can't get a job anywhere else, or is it just temporary sort of thing? As soon as he finds it, he'll just leave us.
Of course.
I said to him, therefore, you need to tailor make your CV. If you're applying for a job in this sector, accountancy, then it's perfect. You can leave your CV as it is. If you're applying for any other role, then you need to understand that this is not relevant to that. In fact, it might well put you at a disadvantage.
Absolutely.
A guy who finished school, drop out school, whatever, and is applying for any job, has got more credibility than a guy who's got a PhD in a field and applying for something else.
Absolutely. Because an employer will see it as a short-term option for them.
Correct.
Okay.
And they will have questions in their mind. This person doesn't know what they're doing. Why would you want to spend all those years going through all those levels of education and then apply for something that's got nothing to do with it?
Of course.
So, it tells you something about what sort of person you are.
Yes. Okay.
So I said to him, look, you need to tailor make your CV according to where and who you are going to be seeing with the day.
Of course.
Yep.
Okay.
That's one other thing that I said to him. And also I said to him, try and anticipate questions that they will ask you. For example, any place you go to, they'll ask you, why do you want to work for us? Typical question, isn't it?
Of course.
So you need to have
But very hard. A lot of people struggle with that question.
So if you're a bit more prepared, then obviously you'll have a fighting chance of giving them an answer.
Of course.
He said to me, oh, that's a question they always ask me and I don't know what to say to them.
Yeah. It's a simple enough question, but a lot of people struggle with that question. Yeah.
Because you want to work for a place, they want to know why you want to work here.
Of course.
If you can't give them an answer, well, I said to him, don't give them the answer that you want to give them. Give them the answer that you think they want to hear.
Of course.
Like he said to me, he wanted to get a job as a delivery driver for Tesco, and him and 3 other people. Other people got the job, not him. I said to him, if I was you, and they asked me this, because they asked me this question, I'll tell them, look, I love Tesco, I shop at Tesco, I'm a believer in how the product that Tesco has. Also, I'm a driver. I'm driving all the time, everywhere I go, and I love going to different places. So therefore, I figured out that I'd like to work for a Tesco, working as a delivery driver,
Absolutely.
and I like the hours. And I think that's a convenient enough answer. You don't have to.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have to say more than that.
Of course.
Because now you are the points you are making you're crossing the point between this and this.
Yeah.
And he thought that was very useful. If you had his CV in front of you, you will also see things like, for example, he says he came here and then he was a refugee, blah blah blah. There's no point in mentioning that.
That's irrelevant. Okay.
I identified him and I said to him, just get rid of that bit.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
What's the point of him including in there?
Yeah, of course. There's certain things that works towards his disadvantage, isn't it? Because obviously it's not relevant for the role that he's going for. Okay. No, that's good. I mean, he found it very useful. He did come to see me before you came. And luckily enough, he was actually going for the interview yesterday, and it was cancelled, rescheduled for today. So he feels like it was really beneficial him meeting with you. Now he feels a lot more confident going forward for the interview, and hopefully he'll do well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
He's been out of work for some time.
he has.
And he's got deeper issues. I probably, without speculating on it, but I did identify to him that any job. I mean, he was saying something about lower type of jobs. I said to him, there's no such thing as a low type of job.
Of course.
Every job is important.
Absolutely.
And anyway, any job is better than no job.
Absolutely.
At your current position.
Absolutely.
But once you get something, then you can try and build on that.
Absolutely.
You've got nothing. Simple logic.
Absolutely.
And any job will require you to use your mental and physical faculties, right, to develop yourself. So every job is useful, and don't belittle any job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is what we say to every single client. Because it is a process. Some customers are very reluctant to go forward for certain roles because it has nothing to do with what, their long-term goal. But, as you said, any job is better than the current position that they are in now. And the fact that, they feel it's not, it's difficult, but it's about a mind change as well. It's about, but it's absolutely. Great. So, but yeah, I mean, he found it very, very useful. So I'm very pleased, and hopefully he'll do well. He'll be a bit more confident. He seems to be more confident. I think he's working on his CV now as well. He's going to alter it. So it's good. I'm very happy actually that the interview was cancelled yesterday. I think he stands a better chance now. Going forward.
And I did identify to him that this job he's applying for is insurance sales. I've worked in sales, and sales is not for him. I can tell you now. You need to have a very different personality type. Somebody who's doesn't have confidence. He's got overconfidence.
Of course.
Because you're not just selling yourself. You're selling products on top of it. You can't even sell yourself.
Absolutely.
What chance there? But I said to him, if life gives you a lemon, what do?
Of course.
You squeeze it and make.
Absolutely.
So you've got an opportunity for this. Take it and practice whatever you learn today there. Not because you definitely want to get this job, but at least you want to.
It's experience, isn't it? Absolutely.
The more you go there, the more often.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good. And he needs more exposure to these interviews where he's selling himself, and eventually he will become more confident. So that's good. So thank you very, very much for your help.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Very useful.
Okay. I can see one more person, then I'm going to make my way. Okay. So if somebody wants.
Let's.
I'm happy to see one more person.
Okay.
But this time not too low.
Okay. No, of course not.
How you doing? You alright? Good, man. Fine. That's alright, man. You alright, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.